Alright guys, episode recap of The Real Housewives of Potomac Season 9 reunion. I don't know why I was gonna say Season 5, my bad. But Season 9 reunion part 1. And this reunion is interesting. I think this reunion is low-key better than the whole season. Even though I love Potomac. I think Potomac's always gonna be my favorite because it was the first one I started with. I always have a special place in my heart. But anyways, let's get into it. So, they opened with an interview of Karen, and she's just sitting down in her living room. Producer is asking her a question. I think this was the day of her sentencing. The way they edited this was so messy. It was going back and forth between Karen talking to the producer and the body cam footage of whenever she was getting arrested. Oh my gosh, let me stop. Anytime I see that footage, I always think of whenever she said, I am Thomas Jefferson's concubine. And I'm like, who is TJ? Because it's not Stacey's, that's all I know. Karen says she's worried about her children and her family. Finally, we get to the reunion. And whenever everyone's getting ready, I think Stacey went to Kiara's room and they were like, is Karen even here? Everyone's wondering if she's coming or not. Oh no, or did Stacey go into Ashley's room? And I think Ashley was like, yeah, there's not a name on her door. Like if you don't see it, she's not here. So then the reunion starts and Andy said that Karen had checked herself into rehab. And everyone's like, oh, okay, good. Then she has a video message. Whew. And in the video message, she's sitting down looking all elegant and whatnot, and she's like, you know, I want to thank a few people. I want to thank you, Giselle, for holding it down. I want to thank Kay. I want to thank Jazzy. And I want to thank someone very special, Andy Cohen. Is that not crazy how she didn't mention Wendy one time? Wendy has been defending you this entire time, and you didn't mention her once? Oh. Actually, you know what? This was kind of funny. I saw someone put on Twitter like, dang, so she's going out. We don't know if she's going to jail or not. And then she's setting up a potential feud for next season. That's why Karen Huger is my second favorite housewife of all time. Anyways, Andy's like, okay, Wendy, how do you feel about that? And Wendy was just like, you know, I realized Karen, like, that's not my friend. That's not my friend. Yeah, she's not your friend. I think Wendy's a very forgiving person, but I just don't know how they can recover from this because this is crazy. That's crazy. So they get on to Wendy, and then Andy asked about, you know, she and Giselle's friendship. You know, they were saying like it was pretty good. Like, you know, they sat down, they talked for 2 hours. Like from that clip that we saw, I think it was the second episode maybe of Wendy and Giselle. They're sitting down. We only saw like a couple minutes of that, but they sat down for 2 hours and they were just airing stuff out. They were talking about Happy Eddie, right? And Giselle interrupted and she was like, Stacey, aren't you trying to do something like that? Like, aren't you trying to do something? And Ashley called it Spacey Stacey. Not actually, that's a good name. But Giselle was like, you're trying to start your own Happy Eddie business. And then Stacey's like, no, I'm not. And Wendy was like, I hope not, you better tell me if you are. And Stacey was like, no, I'm not. Are you? I don't know, Stacey. Stacey's kind of, I don't know. Oh, we got Wendy and her trust fund, because some viewer asked the question like, aren't you trying, is this not as strict as how your mom was with you? And Wendy was like, no, because the way that she set up her trust funds with her kids, basically, if they get a master's degree, they get an X amount of money. If they learn Igbo, which is their native language, they earn an X amount of money. If her daughter joins AKA, she earns an X amount of money. I will be using that for my trust in my kids, 100%. KSI. Anyway, Wendy also said that she regrets inviting Karen to the White House. Yeah. Wendy said that Karen told her to be careful of Stacey because she's smart and educated. And Giselle was like, is she? I'm sorry, Giselle was funny this reunion, I'm sorry. And they talk about how Karen, you know, wants to be essentially like the mother of the group. And if she thinks that you can operate without her, then she like turns on you. Which that makes sense. That makes sense, honestly. Karen she's so... Oh God, Karen. I hate that I love Karen. So Jazzy comes on and she says that she is engaged to Darius and that he's with the Dallas Cowboys now. Oof. I'm from Dallas and Jesus, okay. Oh my gosh, my next note in here just says Jazzy being the side chick. Anyways, on to G&A. They are not selling any apparel. They're doing more community outreach for charity. And Mia was like, what does that mean? And then Giselle was like, we'll see if you're invited. And then Mia was like, well, maybe I just won't come. And Giselle was like, yay. She does not care. She doesn't care for Mia. Oh yeah, then they were talking about like, you know, kicking them out and stuff. going back and forth. We all know how that happened. I'm not gonna get into that, so let's keep going. Now on to Mia. This is very interesting because they were talking about Mia's whole birthday thing in Miami. So basically, Mia had a birthday thing at Live in Miami and she invited Stacey and Jazzy. Now Jazzy said that Stacey landed and didn't hear anything from Mia, and neither of them saw Mia in Miami. Mind you, Mia invited them to Miami. Stacey also didn't know what a POC was. She was like, is that Mia's probation officer? Y'all could never make me hate Stacey. I love her. I think she was, I honestly really like this entire cast of Potomac, minus one person. Anyways, so then Mia lied and said that she didn't know that Stacey and Jazzy were coming to town. So yeah, then Stacey literally showed texts of her saying that she is coming to Miami, and Andy read all of them, like every single text. Then Mia was late to dinner. Next I have here, it says Mia was crying, girl bye. Then Wendy is like, girl bye. Mia is lying again and saying that she's taking full accountability, which she's not. Then they took a break and Mia went into Stacey and Jazzy's dressing room to apologize, and both of them said they can't receive her apology because she's fake and didn't recognize or didn't apologize until they were back in DC. Anyways, that's the episode recap of Real Housewives of Potomac Season 9 reunion. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.